guys, it's me, Crystal Ko, and you are watching Couture Culture, the online network that brings you the best of cultures around the world. Now, in its 33rd glorious year, the Phantom of the Opera continues to mesmerize audiences at Her Majesty's Theatre in London and on Broadway. Today, the Phantom of the Opera is back in Singapore for the second time to wow audiences. Seen by more than 140 million people worldwide, this spectacular production has garnered more than 70 major theatre awards and features some of Andrew Lloyd Webber's most famous songs, including The Phantom of the Opera and Music of the Night. Join me as we delve into the culture of theatre and The Phantom of the Opera. And joining me today is Jonathan Roxmouth, who plays the Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera. Hi, Jonathan.
Hi.
Now, Jonathan, you are taking the musical theatre scene by storm. You played Che Guevara in Ibiza last year, here at the Sands Theatre, and you're back this time taking on the lead role of the Phantom in The Phantom of the Opera. How does it feel to play this titular role?
Do you know, more than any other musical that I've done, I'm fully aware that this role is one of the most owned by the audience ever, really. Everybody who considers himself a fan of Phantom of the Opera there's such an ownership of it. So you come on stage and you can feel, you know, the 1,800 people in the house, the 1,800 people there with their own opinion of how it should be played. Not how they like it, not how they think, how it should be played. And it's fascinating because it's an enormous pressure on the actor playing the role, but it's also a wonderful challenge to try and make sure that everybody feels that justice was served to the character and the role. It's really quite something to feel the audience breathe with you before Music of the Night, for instance.
Why do you think that this production, even after 32 years, is still so relevant and so popular to audiences worldwide?
It reminds us about what it is to be human, I think. Something that's universal to humans, and something that's really relevant at the moment is the idea of love. Love is love is love is love. It doesn't matter where it comes from, it doesn't matter what it is. If two people are in love, that's something that needs to be respected. Now you take that idea and you say, all right, let's discuss love on stage. Returned and unrequited.
Interesting concepts.
Who can't relate to that? So before you're even out the gates, you have a universal hook that everybody in that audience can feel something about and have an opinion about. And I think that, coupled with the fact that the music is alchemy, it connects with people, it does something to people. I've done a lot of musicals. I have never seen an audience respond the way they do to Phantom. It reminds them of really good times and it helps them heal from really bad times. Why would you not want to watch that again?
Interesting concept, you mentioned about, it's all about love, unrequited love, love that is being returned. And I think because as humans, we all go through this experiences in life, and that is why it's so relatable.
It reminds you of what it is to be human in the first place.
I want to ask about your mask. So how many masks do you actually wear in the show? One mask. And is it difficult to do your makeup? Because presumably the Phantom has a disfigured face. So how does that gel? Your makeup, the disfigured face, the mask?
Our makeup designer is Dr. Bob McCarran, who's an Australian genius. He takes a mold of your face using alginate. They cover your whole face with that. They put two little straws in your nose and they cover you in plaster of Paris. He then carves the deformity onto the face. He then remakes a mold of that and then puts foam latex in there. So all that comes out is just the pieces that can only fit my face. He then sculpts the mask. It is a 100% custom job. The understudies for the role, they have the same process and they have their own masks. If one of the masks gets swapped, you know immediately because it doesn't fit. Because it's foam latex, it breathes, it's porous. So after a while I forget I'm wearing it because it's like a second skin. But that mask changes the way I walk, changes the way I act, changes the way I sing, because something happens. It's the most magical thing.
That voice which calls to me and speaks my name.
Meghan, you play Christine Daae. Wonderful performance.
Oh, thank
the way
you so
carry your
much.
vocals.
Thank you.
Now I want to read a quote from the New York Times.
Okay.
Critics say you steal the show with your hypnotic operatic voice. Your impeccable vocal performance carries the climax of the production, in which Christine must choose between Raoul and the Phantom, and your high notes exuding operatic flair soar to the mezzanine level of the theatre and beyond. What a grand compliment. Now, were you born with an operatic voice, or is this something you trained hard for?
Well, to be honest, actually, I wasn't born into singing.
Yeah.
I played classical piano when I was little. Music was always a very much part of my life, but I was actually very science and math based growing up.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, again, music. I was always in like a musical a year in high school and such, but it wasn't until I got to my university days that I was like, I want to be an opera singer. So I went to Vienna, as one does, and I studied.
Opera.
Yeah, and I studied, and then I came back, and then I went to the conservatory I wanted to for graduate school, which was the Manhattan School of Music. But even then, it wasn't until I graduated graduate school. Then I was like, oh yes, I definitely must do this. And I've been really lucky and fortunate. And in the most beautiful way, the universe has now put me into a world that I never even knew I wanted to be a part of. And now I can't imagine not living in this world. It's a dream I didn't even know that I had.
The stars aligned for you.
They literally aligned. I mean, I couldn't be luckier or happier or more fulfilled. I love my job.
Say the word and I must share each day with me, each night, each morning. Say I love you.
Given that vocals is so important to your role as Christine and in your career as a singer, what do you do to take care of your voice, given that you sing, high notes every night?
It's a lot. I mean, it's Olympian singing. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, we are.
Olympian singing,
It is.
like
I mean,
that.
we are athletes, and you must act accordingly. When I am in show mode, which is most of the time because I'm very lucky, we're on tour, right? I mean, what you eat, what you do. I'm not your normal human during the day. I mean, there is a crazy partier that's living within inside that must be suppressed because indeed, I live for the show every day.
It's your life.
It is.
Yeah.
It is my life, and I'm lucky to do it. Not everyone gets to do what they love to do, and
That's
I
true, very true.
very much take on that great responsibility. And also, Christine, it's a great responsibility to do. You never know whose life you're touching with that. You know, literally everything that I eat, everything that I do, is keeping in mind that I have a show that night. You know, my
Live the
instrument
life
is
of
right
an
in here.
actress.
Yeah,
That's your
indeed.
life.
This is my life.
Your livelihood, your bread bowl.
Here. I mean, here. All of these things are very
And
important.
everything there.
Yeah, to keep healthy.
Yeah.
You know, your body is your temple is really something that is very important, particularly in this role.
I'm very impressed by how inspired you are, how inspiring you are, and passionate you are about your role in Christine and just in life in general.
But is there any way else to live life?
Correct.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? When I go, I go. I will dive in.
Do it all.
Do
give
it all
your
or nothing.
110%, not even 100%.
I 100%, 150% agree.
150%.
150% agree. All or nothing. That's how
All
it
or
goes.
nothing. Well, guys, it's all or nothing. You either come to Phantom or you miss out on a great show. So do come by Marina Bay Sands Theatre to catch the Phantom of the Opera and, of course, to watch the beautiful Meghan Picerno in the Phantom of the Opera. Hi, Daniel.
Hello.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling really excited. Can you imagine? I have never actually watched Phantom before, so today's
not?
I'm a virgin tonight. Yeah.
He's a virgin to the Phantom of the Opera.
Yes.
What are you looking forward to most?
You know, I've heard so much about the costumes and the music and all that, but especially the costumes. You know, I've heard that the costumes are all amazing. It's so hard to pick a favorite costume. So that's what I'm looking forward to. And of course the music and the chandelier.
And the chandelier.
And
You
the
know, I had a
chandelier.
sneak peek earlier,
Uh-huh.
and I must say it is very impressive. Welcome to the Masquerade Gala.
Hello, it's very nice to be here. I didn't know that's a Masquerade Gala tonight.
It's gala night.
We are especially coming from Europe to see the show tonight.
Now, did you come purposely for the Phantom of the Opera?
No, we came here, but we saw it's running, so we bought the tickets immediately, and we are happy to be here tonight.
Have you seen the Phantom of the Opera before?
6 times.
6 times. Okay, and you know what? I'm going to ask this to everyone I meet tonight because I want to see who wins the competition of having seen Phantom of the Opera most times. And so far, you are in the running.
Okay, great.
Where have you seen it? New York, London?
In New York, in London, and in Germany.
Nice. I have seen it in London, not in New York, not in Germany, so I guess I have some catching up to do. Hi, Sophia. Hi, Tara. How are you feeling today?
I'm very excited.
Yeah. So it was 2 months ago that you were right here at Sands Theatre performing as Matilda. How do you feel back now being here, but not performing, but coming to watch Phantom of the Opera on the Masquerade Night, Masquerade Gala?
I kind of think it's going to feel weird being on the other side of the audience, and
It's
this
like-
time
yeah.
I'm not on stage.
Yeah, I know the feeling. It's like you are in the audience watching people on stage and you used to be there, right?
Backstage, lots of chandeliers hanging, like for different shows.
Hi girls, you look absolutely dashing today. How do you feel being here?
It feels so exciting. The atmosphere is so great and it's charged, so ready to go. Yeah.
You look charged.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. I love Phantom of the Opera, so I can't wait to watch it. Yeah.
Let's see your mask.
Oh, here it is. It's a black one. It was free, so the organizers know what they're doing. They're very nice. Yes, why not?
See, we look like we are ready for the Masquerade Gala.
We are definitely.
Have you seen the Phantom of the Opera before?
I did in London actually when I was I think 13 or 14 back in those days.
I love the mask as well and the feather.
Thank you. Yeah, I love the costumes. I'm looking forward to the costumes and yeah, the ultimate romance.
Who is your favorite character in the show?
I'm drawn to tragedy, so the Phantom for me.
Hi Taya, so nice to see you again on the red carpet.
Nice to see you again, Crystal. Really nice. Like, what an extravagant evening tonight.
Yes, and you look gorgeous. I mean, look at the skirt. It's multicolored, spectacular, in line with the theme for the. Do you have a mask?
Yes, I do.
What's your mask like?
dainty mask right here. It's
Show the camera your mask.
it's quite a soft one, not a hard one, I would say. Just fits perfectly on my face, I would say.
House of Joaquin, guys. Let's take a step back and look at them. I mean, look at them. They are so dressed up. They're drag queens in Singapore, like absolutely amazing dress up for tonight. Have you guys seen Phantom of the Opera?
Well, actually, snippets of it on YouTube, but this is actually my first time actually watching the musical live. But I'm sure like some of my girls actually watch it before. Like Arif is a big fan of musicals.
Yeah, I love it. I just can't wait to see everything and like how I just can't wait to see it live basically.
The whole production, yes! You'll be living for it!
Do you guys have a favorite character in tonight's show?
I mean, of course, the Phantom.
The opera.
Yeah. Of the opera. The opera, the lyrics.
Anywhere you go, let me go too. Christine, that's all I ask. Say you shall with me one lifetime. Say the word and I will
If you want to get starry-eyed by the spectacular set, stunning costumes, and sweeping romantic score by Andrew Lloyd Webber, and follow the journey of the Phantom who haunts the depths of the Paris Opera House, then catch the world tour of the Phantom of the Opera here in Singapore and watch drama and tragedy unfold as feelings of love, jealousy, and passion collide. I'm Crystal Koh. You are watching Couture Culture. See you next time.